Hey there, viewers! Trying to get a more chiseled midsection? For several women, abs are a tough task. No matter what they do, somehow their dream physique gets away from them. In today's video, we'll be discussing the 6 best ab exercises for women. But why for women specifically? How do you do a boat pose? What's an alligator drag? Which is the easiest of all these exercises? We'll be talking about all of this and more. Why are we specifically talking about ab exercises for women? Men and women have similar muscles, but it can sometimes be difficult for women to get the kind of midsection they want. Abs for men are easier to get. Women have to work harder since their muscles are wider through the pelvis and tend to have a longer waist. Doing standard sit-ups won't be enough. You'll need to do exercises that target all 4 muscle groups acting on your abs. These 4 groups include external abdominal obliques, internal abdominal obliques, transversus abdominis, and rectus abdominis. Tough names, am I right? There are a range of exercises you can do to target all the 4 muscle groups. The additional advantage of working on your core muscles is that they can make your spine and pelvis steady. By doing so, you can improve your posture. This means you can either reduce or completely get rid of any back pains you may be experiencing. When doing the exercises we're going to be talking about, you're also burning a ton of calories. It's necessary that you do all these exercises at least 2 or 3 times a week. You'd also need to have less calories and reduce the amount of fat you consume. Let's get started. Number 1. Plank crawl out. To start the plank crawl out, you stand up straight and keep your feet as close as possible. This is so your core is engaged. Once you're in that position, you need to bend down from only your hips. Make sure your knees do not bend and try to touch the floor. When your fingers touch the floor, start walking your hands until you reach the push-up position. The next step is to crawl your way back to the first position. You need to do this by inching your hands backwards. Keep doing that while pushing your hips towards the ceiling. Once you have your feet flat on the floor, you need to bend your hips. Only this time, you'll be lifting yourself back up to the standing position. If you're keen on making the exercise harder for the maximum benefit, you can try an advanced version. In this, you'll be lifting a leg up before you start walking your hands outwards. The benefit of doing this exercise is that the usage of your arms and legs adds intensity and resistance to your exercise session. Have you tried a basic plank before? For how many minutes could you hold the position? What was your experience like? Share your preferences with the Bestie community in the comments below. Number 2. Side plank. To do the side plank exercise, you start from your left side. Lie down so that your elbow is directly below your shoulder. Raise your right forearm high and straight so that it's perpendicular to your body. With your feet, you can either keep them together or have one ahead of the other, but close to each other. Once in this position, you need to contract your abs and lift your hips off the floor. When you do this, your body will make a diagonal line starting from the shoulder to the feet. You'll need to hold this position anywhere from 30 to 45 seconds. Once that's done, you can switch to the right side and repeat the whole process again. If you want to do an advanced version of this exercise, you can add hip dips to the routine. While you're fully in position, instead of just being static, you can dip your hips throughout the 45 seconds. Just make sure your hips touch the floor before bringing them back to the main position. While traditional planks have their own benefits, the side plank can support your body weight on 2 contact points instead of 1. But this would mean your body has to work extra to keep a stable core. Also, your back and abs will work together to ensure your spine remains stretched. Feel like you're missing out? Make sure you join millions of viewers by hitting that subscribe button and staying up to date on all our great Bestie content. Number 3. Reverse crunch. With this, you start in a seated position. Your knees need to be bent at an angle of 90 degrees while your feet remain flat. Then put your arms out in front of you, making sure the palms are facing each other. Once you're in this position, you need to exhale, while at the same time pushing your belly button towards your spine. Then roll back onto your tailbone so that your spine curves into the shape of a C. Keep inhaling and bring your body back to the starting position. To complete a full set, you'll need at least 15 of these reverse crunches. The benefit of the reverse crunch is that it puts emphasis on your rectus abdominis. There is an advanced step for those who want to make it a bit tougher. In the step where you curve your spine into a C shape, you can instead retract it all the way until you're lying flat on your back. Before we move ahead, here's another video you might like. Watch and learn more about 6 exercises that can transform your body in just 4 weeks. Number 4. Boat pose. You begin the boat pose by sitting on the floor in an upright position. You need to bend your knees so your feet can be flat on the floor. Once you're in position, you need to lean back in such a way that you balance yourself on the very bones you're sitting on. While leaning back, take your legs off the floor. Make sure you're maintaining your balance and keeping yourself upright. After you reach the position, you need to extend your arms out away from your body with the palms facing upwards. Keep your arms straight so that your body turns into a V shape. Hold the pose for 30 seconds before starting again. If you're keen on trying a more advanced version of the boat pose, you can put it in a lower position. Do a low boat pose by bringing your feet down about 6 inches from the floor. The boat pose exercise will concentrate on your lower abs. Number 5. Alligator drag. Before you do the alligator drag, you need to make sure there's enough space around you to move. You would also need something like a towel, a plastic bag, or even a frisbee on the floor so that you can slide easily. To start the exercise, put yourself in a plank position while keeping your feet on the towel, either that or whichever equipment you'll be using to slide around. Once in this position, use your hands to start walking forward. Instead of using your feet to push yourself forward, you can drag your lower body about 10 to 20 yards. While moving forward, just make sure your glutes are tight, as well as your core. Once you're done with this, rest for about a minute or so. Then, drag yourself back into the starting position. Take a quick rest again and repeat the entire process. Considering how hard this exercise already is, you don't need any advanced version for this one. When doing the alligator drag, you'll be giving your entire core some stability. The exercise also brings together movement and resistance to increase the intensity. Number 6. Sit-ups with a towel. Time for a simple ab exercise. We've all done sit-ups before, right? Well, how many of you have done them with nothing to support you? For this, all you need to do is roll up a towel and place it beneath your lower back. Sit comfortably in a butterfly position with your feet touching each other. Initiate the exercise by lying back on the floor. Remember to inhale as you do this. Brace your core and lift your abs. This time, make sure to exhale. End by touching your feet with your hands. You'll need to repeat this one about 10 to 15 times. Exercising is great, but are you taking your diet into consideration as well? Good workouts and healthy food go hand in hand when it comes to achieving your dream physique. Did you know that there are foods women should specifically eat and some they should avoid at all costs? Let's look at a couple more female fitness-related videos, shall we? Check out 14 healthy foods women should eat every day. Or how about 13 worst foods for women? Go ahead, click one, or better yet, watch both and learn more about health and fitness. Do you exercise regularly? Are you trying to lose weight? Let us know in the comments below.